Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction. We have something maybe you didn't expect, and I didn't expect it also, because I kind of just found out about this album just randomly. I just checked Asterism, and 6 months ago, I checked out Blink of Array when it came out, but somehow I totally missed like this album release. So let's get this done now, or like we will do song by song. Black Clouds. Let's check out the second song by Kick Down the Wall by Asterism. Sorry that it's so late, but I kind of didn't know about it. The pinch harmonics in the it's the drumming already. I like this build-up. Okay. I assume that's the bassist. I don't know his name right now. Those are some raw, harsh vocals. Hold on. Has a kind of, I don't know how to describe the vibe of the song. Kind of has these good feel vibes. Here more a bit of a nu metalish flavor, but in parts it also is kind of eerie. Dissonance. Okay, that was kind of a really simple guitar solo, but the rhythm section went insane. Also really catchy, yeah? Also love this note with the two vocals. I think it's two Hal-Ca's lines. also here in the end kind of goes a little bit creepy, you know, it just touches on like some eeriness. um I actually really enjoyed this song. You know, the one thing, you know, actually kind of like everything about it, but you know, we have to talk a bit about the about the bassist's, I assume it's the bassist's vocals. um you know, I enjoy listening to it, and I think he's not even aiming for like a real harsh vocal, you know, a real uh vocal scream. He's more doing like just a really aggressive, low, clean vocal in a way, if you know what I mean. Um, at least that's kind of how it sounds to me. But it, you know, in parts, it kind of sounds like, especially when he's doing the longer, lower, you know, that type of range. It kind of sounds like someone who tries to do like a growl, but you know, that's kind of the best they can do. And I don't mean that offensive, and because you know, doing harsh vocals, I cannot really do lows myself. Um, so, and like I said, I don't even think they are aiming for like a real low growl, you know, like, I don't know, think Ginger Broken by the Scream, that type of low growl. Um, like I said, I think he actually goes for that, and for the most part, he's actually nails it. It's just the some of the lower notes where you think, maybe that would sound better if it was an actual growl. But for the most part, like this aggressive style, I think it works quite nice. It sounds pretty raw, but I think it gives a really nice contrast to like Hal-Ca's vocals, which are like so high and like crystal clear, have kind of like that so metal clearness to it. And those two work together really nice, especially in these parts when, yeah, it really goes catchy and they kind of do that call and response type thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of happy that I like the vocals so much because I remember there were some Asterism songs where I wasn't so wild about the vocals. But this, you know, this is a lot of fun. Has the progressiveness about it. You know, that solo was also interesting. Solo, it was basically two notes that Hal-Ca played, but you know, the bass and the drumming went crazy. So maybe that was, or probably that was also very intentional. So maybe it was more like a drum and bass solo than a guitar solo. But yeah, usually I'm just used to Hal-Ca shredding a bit more. But you know, I like this so far. Also, Blink of Ray and this, I really like those songs. And I think more than, yeah, I don't know, they feel a little bit more accessible. Maybe I remember they had this. What was it called? This EP, or was it also an album where with the zombie face? What was it called? Zombie? No. Let's find out here. Planet of Metal. That's what I'm talking about. You know, on Planet of Metal, not every song like grabbed me. That's, I think, the best way I can describe it. You know, still everything is very good, but so far this feels a bit more accessible. That's, I think, the best word I can find. Okay, but yeah, I really like this, and I think we will check out this whole album song track by track. So let me know all there's to know about it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.